This is, without question, one of the most ironic arguments you will ever hear. Not just on Secular Talk, maybe in your entire life. Oliver North went on Newsmax TV to express concern about the release of Sergeant Bergdahl from Taliban captivity. Listen to what he says. Then I want to give you a little history lesson about Oliver North.
Was this the right trade to make?
No, and that's what I'm saying, JD. Somebody needs to ask the question of this administration. Was there a ransom? I'm talking about a fiscal, financial, money transaction in this. All of these events begin the same way. A transaction of some kind, proof of life, and then verification that the people you're talking to can actually deliver. I've been there, done that more times than I care to talk about. And the world knows it. Okay, bottom line of it is, those conditions are all dependent on real intelligence. And what you found happening today was the designation, what took place on Saturday, the designation of 5 people in Gitmo who had nothing to do with this transaction. Was there a ransom paid? Did the government of the United States, either directly or indirectly, finance a terrorist organization that is a criminal enterprise?
Did they negotiate with terrorists? Was a ransom paid? You can't do that. Well, Ollie, you would know from Talking Points memo, quote, it was Oliver North who, along with other Reagan administration officials, helped engineer the illegal sale of arms to Iran in an effort to secure the release of American hostages, and then illegally used the proceeds to finance rebels in Nicaragua. North and others were indicted on multiple charges in 1988. Okay, you need to understand something. What happened with the Obama administration getting Sergeant Bergdahl and doing the deal with the Taliban, that is a prisoner of war swap. Because technically we're still at war with Afghanistan and we are fighting the Taliban in Afghanistan. So that's allowed under the rules of war. It's a prisoner of war swap, okay? Whether you agree or disagree with it, and by the way, I've said many times, I'm agnostic on it. I don't know if I would have been able to make that call if I was president of the U.S., okay? But what Oliver North did, without question, was totally illegal and way worse. They gave weapons to terrorists in Iran to release U.S. hostages, and then they took the fucking proceeds and financed rebels in Nicaragua to try to topple a democratically elected government and put in a dictator who would be kind to U.S. corporate interests. You can't do anything more fucked up than that. Okay? And again, the guy was indicted on it in 1988. So criminal Oliver North, okay, who engineered a negotiation with terrorists, is now all of a sudden concerned about negotiating with terrorists. That is amazing irony and amazing hypocrisy, and it's just stupid. Like, this is why I ruthlessly mock the Republicans today, because they're all a joke. Look, I have no problem with people having legitimate disagreements and principled disagreements. But there are no legitimate disagreements with, your run-of-the-mill Republicans today, the establishment elected Republicans. And, people like Oliver North. Of course, he's not elected, but just a tried-and-true partisan Republican. There's no, they flip-flop depending on who does the thing in question, Just like I was tweeting about this earlier today, that there was some right-wing publication that printed a picture of Hillary Clinton or took a picture that's out there in the media of Hillary Clinton and added a walker to it. Like, ha ha ha, get it? She's old. Well, wait a second. If Hillary Clinton runs in 2016 and if she were to become president, she'd be upper 60s, like 68 or something like that, I think, right? President Ronald Reagan, who they think is the best president in American history, who they never have said a bad word about. This is their Emperor, Overlord, Saint, Chancellor Ronald Reagan, okay? He was in his 70s when he was president of the United States of America. He was the oldest president. But Ronald Reagan in his 70s isn't old, but Hillary Clinton in her upper 60s is old. Well, that doesn't make sense. The rules of math, the laws of math, would disagree with you on that. And also, by the way, fucking John McCain, who's roughly 172 years old, He wasn't old in 2008. Nobody made the argument that, oh, look, I just can't vote for McCain because he's old. I can't do it. But now all of a sudden Hillary Clinton, oh, she's too old even though she's younger than the other guys that we liked and voted for. See, that's the point, man. You need to be consistent.